Welcome to Worry-Free Web Design and SEO. We create worry-free web solutions. So today we're going to talk about settings. So from your WordPress dashboard, on the left-hand side, let's click on Settings. And you'll see that expands out to General, Writing, Reading, Discussions, Media, and Permalinks. So right now we're on the General settings. This is where you're going to give your site title, your tagline, you have your WordPress URL, site address. Now this is very important that you do not change these unless you have a very specific reason and you're very careful, because you can break your website by changing this. Below that you have your email address. This is where you're going to be, let's say you forget your password. When you hit forget password and it goes to send that email, it's going to go to this email address. Next you have membership. If you are running a members website and you want people to be able to register, you need to make sure that this is checked for anybody can register. And this is going to set what user level they're going to register as. So you wouldn't want administrator, editor, author, or contributor unless you want them to be able to write immediately and do things on your website. Most likely you're going to want them as a subscriber. That way they can be part of your website but not affect content. Next you have your site language, your time zone, your date format and time format. Any changes you make on this page, you're going to want to go ahead and hit Save Changes. Next we're going to look at writing. This is going to have your email server information in it. Not a lot of things you're going to want to make changes on here. For the most part, you're just going to leave this section alone. Next you have reading. This is an important page because it's where you set your main page at. So if you're just using this for blogs, you can leave it as is and it's going to always post your blog post to the very first page or your home page. But let's say you have multiple pages and you want it to start from a different page and not your blog posts. Just select this and then select which page you want your home page to be. And then you can select which one's going to be your blog post page. In this case, we'll just go ahead and leave it blank. Next, we have how many blog posts you're going to have on your page. And search engine visibility. This is one of the most important settings on your WordPress website. So if you do not want this to be searched by search engines, check this box and hit save. And the search engines are not required to avoid your site, but it discourages them from indexing it. So if this is a live site and you want people to see it, you want to make sure that that is unchecked so that the search engines can see your site and index them. Next we have discussions, and this you can go through and just take a look. It's mostly about your comment section. We have media. This is where you can set your default sizes for your media. And permalink. So this is an important page. I usually set everything to post name. That way, whatever you post your page as, it's going to be the URL or the web address, because not a lot of people are going to find you if you are using this as your web address. If you're using a site for a blog and everything's in order of date and time, or year and date, you can go ahead and use day and name or month and name. But for the most part, I would suggest using post name. And then just coming down here and hit Save Change. So that is the settings menu. There's not a lot in there that actually needs to be changed by default. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at worryfreewebdesignseo.com, or you can look me up at Worry-Free Web Design and SEO on Facebook, and feel free to ask me any questions you have. Thank you. Please come again and like us on Facebook.